This is TWiT.
Oh my goodness. ADATA XPG SX8200 480 gigabyte M.2 NVMe SSD review budget performance, writes Alan Malventano. I like how he says this. ADATA has a habit of occasionally coming out of the woodwork and dropping a great performing SSD on the market at a highly competitive price. So one of the issues with ADATA in the past has been availability. They seem to have made their products more readily available in a larger group of channels. Impressive sequential read performance, excellent read throughput and mixed workloads, very competitive cost per gigabyte. Apparently the caching was a little inconsistent, but it did pick up a Gold PC Perspective Award, or the PC Perspective Gold Award. And, you know, this is pretty crazy. You're looking at 35 cents a gigabyte for the 320 terabyte version, and that's for an NVMe drive. $350 for the 960 gigabyte version, 2 terabyte version coming later this year. That's very competitive pricing. This is pretty cool. Cost-friendly format. I'm going to quote Alan here. Cost-friendly offering from ADATA's XPG line, pairing the SM2262 with IMFT 3D NAND and turning in chart-topping figures and some of the more important performance metrics measured by our test suite. Solid endurance ratings and a 5-year warranty round off a competitive solution that can only help push NVMe SSDs into even more affordable market sectors. The ADATA XPG SX8200 offers surprising performance from what would otherwise be considered a budget SSD. So one of the things that Alan notes is that, you know, he calls them aftermarket SSD controllers. I'll call them less common. I want to call them second tier because that's A, obnoxious, and B, the performance on this is pretty amazing. But that's a pretty good deal.
3200, 1700 for a budget drive isn't bad. One of the things that I've been noticing, though, as I've been putting more M.2 parts to their paces, is especially on the budget parts, you have to be careful how you test them, because they may be able to burst really well to the speeds that they've actually rated, but they haven't accounted for the incredible density that they've put on a single stick, M.2. And so they derate. The controller will actually derate once it starts getting hotter. So put it inside of a case with very little ventilation. That's where you actually should be doing your benchmarking. The higher end parts all have heat spreaders, or they've been designed in such a way that the density is not actually going to tell the controller, hey, drop your performance in half because you're about to melt. So, yeah.
I feel comfortable that Alan's mostly nailing that testing to the floor. I mean, to put this in perspective, like a 950 Pro NVMe, you're looking at $585 for the 512 gigabyte version of that.